Hey y'all, it's Josh at Chamberlain's Portable Welding. The time is finally here. We're dropping my truck off tomorrow morning to Nichols Fleet at Chattanooga to start letting them upfit and fit our crane bed, our new welders and everything on this truck. We're just gonna walk around this truck real quick. My wife helped me Friday. We got everything unloaded on it. I got all that stuff in my garage and we'll kind of show y'all what all we carried on this truck and go from there. But we're also selling this bed. We've done put it on Marketplace on Facebook. We got a bunch of hits, but I figured I'd just go ahead and incorporate this into the video. So this truck is far from where it was when we first bought it some 2 years ago. It had 19.5 tires on it and wheels. We put the 22.5s on it, bigger tires, lifted the front end 3 inches. And all of that was done in anticipation for the crane bed, because I knew I was going to go with the AMT Dom 2 bed, which the fender well holes on those beds are cut out for 22.5s. Reason why we're doing that is because we want to, in the future, buy a Peterbilt cabin chassis, take the crane bed off this truck, put on the Peterbilt. But, so this bed, it's a CM Deluxe bed. It's 11 foot 4 inch bed, 84 cab to axle. It's for a cabin chassis truck. What's going to go with the bed is these C-Tech roller drawers that I put in it, the 41 inch Montezuma toolbox, and the rest of the vertical shelves on the sides, we just built shelving for it. All of this is adjustable, so you can set that how you want. I left the air hose reel bolted up. I always carried a 50-foot whip hose. This air hose reel is froze up, so you'll probably take it off, put another air hose reel on it if you buy the bed. And for you people that follow me, y'all know how OCD I am. I've kept everything pretty well wiped, cleaned. To me, the only thing this bed really needs is a man pit rhino lining in the bed floor and on the sides, and maybe a new tailgate on it, because a couple weeks ago I got in a hurry. I was pulling out from my gooseneck and I put my tailgate back up. The tailgate still works. It just dented it right here, so a new tailgate fix that issue. Obviously my torch bottles aren't going with the bed. We left them in the bed so they can put on the crane bed to help balance and weight the springs, or arch the springs when they put the crane bed on. On this side, it's the same deal. Just cabinets with shelves. One other little thing is I'm missing a striker on this latch, which this has still got one striker. You can still lock the box. It's still tight. Other than that, this would make a good bed for a guy that's wanting to get a bigger truck and have more space. And I'm going to show you how much space I actually had on this bed. The amount of tools that we had on here is pretty unreal. So let's go check that out. Hit us up in our messenger. It's hard for me to check over our TikTok messages because there's a lot of spam and this and that. If you can find us on Facebook and Chamberlain's Portable Welding on Facebook, we can answer those messages better than we can on TikTok. So let's go over here and we'll check out where we had stuff in this truck. But before we get to going over all the tooling, my wife helped me Friday evening. We got this truck pretty well set up. I just got to put my welding leads back on the reels. We got the air pack back on this truck, so we got air. We can arc gouge, pretty much do the same thing that was in a big truck, minus having that excess of extra argon and oxygen and torch bottles. So, go on to the tooling. Everything you see in the floor, from down the middle here over to the wall, is what I had stuffed on that truck. The only thing that I didn't carry on the truck 24/7 was my line-borne feeder box, and I only carried one suitcase on the truck. But other than that, all of this stuff is pretty well on the truck. So there was a lot of storage used on the truck. Come over here, baby. But most of the guys that are just doing welding work probably won't have this much assortment. There's guys that do full-time diesel mechanical work that's got double this much. I just try to keep a variety on my truck because we do a lot of tear downs when we're doing line-borne work. We go in there to take the stuff apart and do it ourselves. So kind of neatest tools. We got all of our 1-inch drive, 3/4 drives, 1/2-inch sockets, 3/8 sockets, 1/4 inches. These are proto wrenches. They go all the way up to 2.5 inches, C-clamps, pulling rods. One cool thing that we're going to be showing off once we get the new crane bed set up is we made a video. My wife bought this plasma cutter. It's a Miller 625. She bought it for me for Christmas last year. I've been holding on to it to not use it until we get our crane bed on the truck. So we'll be using that thing a lot. Other than that, I had time to organize all this stuff. Usually when we was at the dealership and we was swapping trucks, we would throw everything in a pallet box and just throw stuff on the next truck. This route, I got everything laid out, so when I go back to the new bed, it will be more easier to organize everything. So just let us know, hit us up in the comments. They said 8 to 10 business days on getting the crane bed on the truck, get my rear leaf springs re-arched to match the weight of the truck. So hopefully in the next 3 weeks, we'll be on the road with the big truck. Until then, Old Faithful here will be making our money for us, and y'all get to see some cool videos with Old Faithful again. Either way, we're gonna go finish our invoicing up. We hope y'all have a good week this coming week, and just message us on, if you can find us on Facebook, it's Chamberlain's Portable Welding. Message us on there if you have any interest for that bed. I'm not going to deliver the bed. I live outside of Chattanooga, probably about 30 minutes, Chattanooga, Tennessee. So if you wanted to make the drive, we can load the bed up for you. But other than that, I'm not going to put it on a trailer and haul it to nobody. Just give us a ring or a message. We appreciate y'all. Have a good week.